Welcome to the Spacegrass Radio Hour. I'm your host, Archimedes. Now, nobody would ever broadcast this over the radio. Radio is dead anyway. And if this takes a full hour, I'll kill myself. That said, let's start with the news. Studies have shown that the average United States citizen is completely and totally uneducated on issues and is voting based on ideological delusions that boil down to party alignment. Intelligence, education, moral character, fitness for the position have all been rendered irrelevant. As a result, the 2020 election will have no candidates. Voting booths will contain a giant red button versus a giant blue button. The Trump administration has asked if the blue button can come with a shock. It is under consideration. Speaking of the Trump administration, President Trump has suggested all cabinet members and supporters wear swastika pins and armbands. When critics cried Nazi and demanded he apologize for the suggestion, Trump responded, "I can't believe you people are getting upset. I chose this symbol because I saw on Twitter it means prosperity and good luck. I can't believe you oversensitive liberals are using your sad views to ruin such a wonderful, great symbol." He concluded, "Hey, I'm president. I don't care anymore." In internet news, FCC Chair Ajit Pai is apparently upset at the way the internet has demonized him for his commitment to dismantling net neutrality provisions. In a recent speech, he said, "We need to see our fellow citizens as real people with real strengths and frailties." When reached for comment about how the public outcry would affect his decision, Pai responded, "The outcry was fake, and even if it wasn't, I know what's best, so suck it, nerds." That's as much news as I can handle. Let's get to our special report. Reporter John Maddox has a story that he says confirms at least one layer of hell. We have John coming in live from Phoenix, Arizona. Now, John, this story happened back in July, but you've only just been able to piece it all together. Is that right?
That's right, Arch. What happened, and I have the witness with me here, is she was reading in this business courtyard under a tree, taking advantage of their mist systems on a hot Arizona summer day while waiting on her ride. Well, ma'am, do you want to tell us what happened?
Sure. I was sitting under that tree reading, and this guy walks up. I didn't really notice him at first. He said, "It's a real scorcher." I thought he was talking to someone else, so I didn't think to look up. So then he says, "Can you believe how hot it is?" I looked up and asked, "Pardon?" I wanted to make sure he meant me, but I saw when I looked up it was just me and him anyway. He repeats, "Can you believe how hot it is?" Now, I lived here my whole life, so yeah, it's July in Arizona. So I said, "Yeah, I can. Seems reasonable for the time of year." He didn't really seem to care much about my answer. He just kept talking about how hot it was.
And is that when the ground opened up?
Yeah, there was this terrible cracking noise, and the ground just gave way right beneath him.
Fascinating. And then what happened?
Oh, he fell in. I heard him groaning, so I scooted to the edge, real careful not to fall in myself, and he'd managed to grab onto a branch or something. He was real far down, though. He asked me to reach in, but I was trying to hold my page.
I see. And then he fell?
Well, yeah. The blackness of the pit turned to flame. I swear, he didn't even need to fall. He was just shackled to this stone, and there were these horrible creatures dancing through the flame, shouting, "Can you believe how hot it is?" Then the ground closed up, and I went back to my book.
A truly amazing story. And you believed you witnessed a layer of hell?
Well, yeah, what else? Seems like pointless small talk might be a big sin to somebody.
Fair enough. And there you have it, folks. The perils of inane chatter.
Excellent reporting, John. Thank you. Moving on with the program. Actually, it looks like that's going to be it for the day. Our producers apparently thought that hell story was going to be a bit longer. There you have it, folks. I'll give you back whatever time we didn't use. See you around.